Did you know that Benjamin Franklin is kind of the originator of the idea for daylight savings time? The story goes back to his time in France. He had been living there for some time before the Revolutionary War. He was kind of an envoy that was looking for France's support in the run-up to the American Revolution. There was a new candle that had been invented that didn't produce smoke, and it kind of fascinated him. He was captivated by it, and it stoked his imagination. He was a thinker and a bit of a scientist, and he considered how important candles were to life. This was at a time before we had lights that could light up your life during the nighttime. Once it got to be dark, you had to light a candle to see anything. And over the course of an evening, a week, a month, or a year, you obviously ran through many candles. How many candles? He ran some numbers. And then he wrote a short piece about how if there was more daylight, then the need for candles would be reduced, and he determined that the Parisians could save millions of French livres every year if they had an extra hour of daylight in the evenings, and they didn't have to buy candles for that period of time where there would be more light. That was pure Franklin magic. He was good at dissecting a topic and giving a point of view that was well-reasoned and proffered an idea, and that's really why he was beloved as Dr. Franklin. Now, this story went unnoticed for many years, like 150 years or so. That is until 1916 when the Great War started. Europe was looking for ways to focus attention and cut some costs. They found Franklin's work and twisted it a little to suit their needs because it would be good for the war effort. And thus began a path of implementing something called daylight savings time, where the savings would be more or less about saving money on candles, or now oil, in the evenings. And then shortly after that, the Americans took note and implemented it as well. But they applied some convoluted logic to it too that makes it impossible to really know the reason. But the basic nature of it comes from the mind of Benjamin Franklin.